All right. Oh, all right. We're live, and right into the boss music. And also, I'm trying to remember before we get back into it. He got the frightened condition from being crit
by me
on his turn when he was doing something.
Yep, he tried to pull out a whistle.
Ah, yes.
I didn't let that fly.
So is it already off then?
It's already off. Because fear reduces at the end of your turn.
What?
We were so hyped that he was debuffed.
I know.
Alright, now we 100% need to run.
On the bright side, he's still flat-footed.
He is still flat-footed. Yes.
The debuff that we're banking on is inactive. We should retreat.
Shut the fuck up.
We should.
Oh,
No,
shit. I do need to do something real quick. But yeah, so we're going to be getting started here shortly. Just a few things. One, Alicia, or Everett, will not be here today. She's on vacation. So I'll be piloting Everett to the best of my abilities. And secondly, we still have a few days left of our music's probably super loud, actually. I think about it. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm being slightly deafened by the music at the moment for the stream. It's a little better. It needs to be a little quieter. There it goes. All right. So we still have a few days left for our community builds for the channel. We've gotten quite a few in now. I'm actually very excited for what we got so far. So if you have any fun ideas, goofy ideas, please, Alex needs something to laugh at. Please go over to our Discord and just type in #community for your build, and we'll be taking a look at those after Table Talk on Thursday, which is tomorrow. No, 2 days. 2 days from now.
Why do you and Devin both think it's Wednesday today? What's going on?
No, I honestly don't know.
All before like the session, Devin was like, "Oh yeah, today." It's like, what? No, it's Tuesday.
We don't even play this game on Wednesdays. Yeah, I have no idea.
Something's going on in y'all's house.
Suzanne, what day is it?
Suzanne is up getting stuff ready for post-game work.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What day is it?
Honestly, I don't know anymore.
It is something in the house.
Y'all got carbon monoxide poisoning?
Maybe. All the smoke.
There's a lot of smoke over there.
As far as my work schedule is concerned, it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Sometimes that's all you got to work. Alright, 1 second. Got it. And alright, cool. Everything is set. Alright. So, last we left off, you guys had finally gotten to Quent when you discovered that the city has been more or less taken over by an individual by the name of a Brandmaster Howe and a bunch of his roided out thugs. It seems that the townsfolk are afraid, and after your current battle with him and his desire to experiment on y'all, you could probably guess as to why. after Captain Massey's crew was essentially massacred, with some help from, Brandbusters detonating one of his thugs to take a big part of him out, a few thugs remain that is currently being staved off by a unicorn and Shiari sniping them from a distance. As you are all in deep combat with this individual with his tech that seems to keep him alive no matter how much damage you achieve. Though the same could be said about all of you, considering how much damage he's done so far and how everyone is pretty much at max health at the moment. Some at more than max health. So, that being the case, we go to Shiari. So, Shiari, what do you do?
Oh, let's see. The thug I was shooting is still alive.
Yep, barely.
Yep. I'm gonna do my final reload.
Okay.
And try and shoot him. The thug.
Yeah, I figured. That's a crit. He's super dead.
Fair.
He had 5 HP left.
Let's see. That's 2 actions. Shut up, Siri. Stow the heavy crossbow and draw out my alchemical crossbow, and that's my turn.
Okay. Alright. Fidget.
Okay. I will be casting a spell 3 times for a cantrip if it's possible. It is the message cantrip.
Yeah, technically, as long as it's a single action.
It is. Alright, she's gonna message Sylvanas first.
Okay.
Shit.
And pretty much go, we need to get out of here.
You
And
can respond to the message.
Understood.
alright, she's gonna do the same thing for Everett, so Everett knows.
Everett's like, oh, okay.
As well as Adrian.
Way ahead of you.
And that's her turn.
At this time, because of how message work, you're wordlessly mouth speaking to each other.
I mean, that's fair, but
And Brandbasher notices and he says,
Now, what could you all be planning? Oh well, we'll find out.
alright, Adrian.
Alrighty. Fun little thing to do. I will run, but I feel like I have a way to very easily get away from combat. I don't know if everyone else has that. So I can at the very least hold him off for maybe a turn. So what and how many actions is it to hold an action?
2 actions.
Cool.
To hold a single action.
Oh, to hold a thing that's a single action.
Yep.
Okay, so I can't hold action to cast a spell.
I've allowed it in the past, so yeah, you can delay to also cast a spell. That is no more than 2 actions.
I was going to attack and then hold an action to cast time jump once everyone else has ran, or at least once a few others have ran away.
Okay. I believe time jump is a single action.
Is it? I thought it was a 2 action.
Yeah, it's your initiator spell.
That's yeah, it is. All right, yeah. I'm gonna attack and then hold action to time jump
Okay.
once people start booking it.
Alrighty. Oh, there we
That's
go.
a miss.
That's a miss. All right, Everett. Let's see here. Everett is not the strongest. Everett's going to try to knock down. So Everett's going to make an attack. That's going to miss, and unfortunately, no trip, Sag. All right, Everett is going to start running away, I guess. And Everett has a movement of 25. Wait, really?
Yeah, Everett's a half elf.
Oh, he's a half elf. That's right. All right. So Everett begins booking. Sprite.
Okay. So we're running away, huh?
Yeah, it does appear so.
If that's the case, to choose to not sustain a spell, is that like a thing? Like, do I have to wait till the end of my turn for the spell to stop, or can I just make it stop now?
It depends. Some spells say you can dismiss them. If not, then it will go away at the end of your turn. But you don't have to do anything special to do it. You just have to not sustain it.
I can dismiss this spell.
Okay.
Does that mean I can just get rid of it now?
Yeah, you can just get rid of it.
Cool. I'm not going to be in Fey form anymore.
Okay.
Is your fey form faster?
I don't think so. I was... Well, like, not significantly. I was going to just summon a person.
Oh, my apologies. Dismissing is an action. Huh.
Oh.
Wow.
This makes me sad.
Honestly, it's something that's just never come up. Well, now you know.
Excuses,
Now I know.
excuses.
This was his plan all along. He plans on capturing the sprite.
Okay. I can't even do this. Summoners need more spell slots. I'm so sad. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna I don't know. So I'm still in my I guess I'll just dismiss it anyway. if I can dismiss it, can I just also choose to not sustain it instead?
Your transform spell is not a sustained spell.
Is it not?
No, that's why you can dismiss it.
Wild.
It just lasts for a minute.
Okay. What is my speed? 30 feet? 25 feet. Okay, I'm gonna dismiss it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, then I'm gonna, I guess, I'm gonna run over to Mommy, and she's going to pick me up, which is an
Okay.
action on her part, right?
Well, technically, how'd have to happen is when you dismiss, she can run to you, and then she can pick you up. Because she can't reach you when the action is taken to act together.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So I dismiss
But she can pick
it,
you up, and then...
she acts together to run over to me, and then will pick me up. And then for my final action, she's gonna move. I guess could she continue the movement from before?
Yeah.
So
She's moved 10.
okay, so we're running downward. It seems.
So it seems.
Okay, and then guess she's gonna run again.
Okay. Oh, and I don't think he's flat-footed anymore. All right. Sylvanas.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 5, 10, 15.
All right.
Uh,
So everyone's... Sorry, go ahead.
I'll run off for like I'll finish the movement there, and then for my final action, I'll perceive ahead of us, see if there's any big buff dudes we need to take out.
Okay. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
All right.
There's 2 in that direction, but
There is 2 in that direction, and the unicorn is gone now. Which at the end of the turn, they start making their way. Running down in y'all's direction. Alright, it's Brandmaster's turn.
So, you are planning to run away. That makes things more convenient for me.
He reaches out and he grabs you, Adrian.
Oh no! Whatever will I do?
What?
Alex,
Shit.
Whatever will I do?
You're-
36 against your fort save. What's your fort save?
I have a 14 for force.
That's a critical. You are restrained.
Ah, shit.
Alex, your plan,
Yeah.
your actions are to take stride, step, in those actions. You still need to break free.
I can't I can't stop time and wriggle my
Wouldn't
way out.
this thing have
Nope.
triggered on you running away though? 'Cause you said
The problem is that I don't want to leave Fidget just right there.
okay. Fair.
I don't know. I might have something. I have a dumb idea. I think it'd be funny.
Grabbing on to you. Let's see. He really doesn't have a whole bunch to do at the moment. Yeah. He just grabs onto you with his first action. Actually, does grapple have a manipulate? I don't think it does. I think we looked at this before. No, it's just an attack action. Okay, he is going to... Let's see. Pull out that whistle, though.
Can you make attacks
And
while
you
restrained?
can't attack of opportunity because being restrained means you can't use attack actions or actions with the manipulate trait.
Mean.
The only thing you can do is attempt to escape or force open your bonds.
Yeah, I can't cast a spell.
Nope.
Even if it's just verbal?
If it's just verbal, you can.
Time jump is just verbal.
That doesn't get you out of his grasp, though. It's not a teleport.
Lame, it should be.
I mean, time has stopped. Just like open his hand.
Quick little clarifying question, I guess, for
Sure.
y'all who know. Oh wait, somatic. I can't use somatic stuff, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. I was thinking about what if I casted enlarge on myself? Can he grapple someone a size bigger than him?
You don't know.
Does he have Titan Wrestler?
You have no idea.
Giant wrestler just allows you to wrestle people who are 2 sizes larger than you.
Ah.
Technically, you can go for a size larger.
Cringe.
But anyway, yeah. So you're getting ready to go. He comes out and he grips you, and his grip is abnormally strong. The middle gauntlet he's using digs into your skin as he grapples you by like the collarbone, and you're just paralyzed by some nerve point he's grabbing. And he pulls out the whistle and briefly lifting his mask with 3 fingers and holding the whistle, he blows into the whistle, and there's a loud ringing noise that emanates through. But at the moment, nothing happens. So, Shari, your turn.
All right. Well, you got a bit of a delay.
Oh, we can take these dudes. These dudes are easy.
There's gonna be a lot of them.
We fist fought them before, Alex.
There's gonna be a fuck ton of them.
Okay.
Aren't these the guys that fucked up Everett?
Or running reload specific. To step.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Whoop! Don't drag my character. And I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
Woof.
I'm sorry, man. That's gonna be a miss.
Do I want to hero point that?
No.
I'm trying to give Alex a fighting chance here. Yeah, I'll hero point it. Cool.
That might actually hit. Oops. It's not who I'm looking for. That does hit.
It unfortunately only does 16 points of damage, though.
Well, they were moderately injured. Which one were you shooting? Sorry.
Would have been this guy, because he's the only one close enough to be in my range without me taking a penalty.
Okay, and for some reason, I don't know. Can y'all see their health bars?
Nope.
Strange. Oops. I could have swore that was the default setting.
Okay, now I can see him.
Okay. So that guy almost keels over from that shot.
Nice. Gonna do another running the reload.
Okay.
Run to there and reload.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Fidget.
Fidget's going to run. Gets to about there, messages Everett and goes, I need your help moving him. And she's going to circle, make an attempt to circle around the building to grab Macy from behind the crates over here, where the X is.
Oh, I see.
Oh my god.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
Help me carry you. Fidget just gives it me.
Okay.
Kind of just like a look of, do I look like I can carry a full grown man?
All right. Yeah, one action remaining.
And she's gonna go out there.
Alrighty.
Where's Anne?
Ann and Kibaba have stayed back somewhat, and have been watching what's been going on this whole time. They're near that the bar that you had initially gone into.
Okay.
Ann's non-combative, and Kimbaba's not as strong as you guys are.
Just making
I don't
sure
know. Anne kind of messed us up when she was possessed that one time.
she was possessed.
All right, Adrian.
Well, I'm gonna try to fucking get out of his grasp.
All right, you can make your choice of athletics, acrobatics, or an unarmed strike.
It'll be against his fortitude DC.
It's
Let's
against his
go.
athletics DC.
Interesting.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm gonna go athletics because it's higher. Double check to see if I have any funny little feats. I do have Titan Wrestler.
I don't think that helps.
Nah. A.
Ooh. That's pretty good. That is successful, actually. So you managed to.
By two.
He's paralyzing you with his grip, but you manage to struggle just enough and break his arm away. As you do so, he looks down at you and he says,
Wow, that's impressive. I'm definitely not an elite, need to let you go.
Got tongue twisted there.
What did he say?
I definitely need to not let you go. As in, he has no intention of letting you leave.
That's fair.
You could get away with casting the spell now, though.
Seems kind of
As
petty
he,
if you
like-
ask me.
As he's breaking away, partially, like some of his Triton blood, like almost he takes on the property of water a little bit more. Just going, I've wrestled with sea monsters, mate. A man in a fancy suit's nothing. As he will then, he's going to actually, as he's casting the spell, he like kind of lunges forward a bit, pretending he's going to go for like a strike, and then with a clap of lightning, he's just gone. As he's going to cast Time Skip. All of his movements are completely unknown to anyone watching. He
Yep.
stops time. Now here's a fun little question: what direction do I run?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question.
So I can probably make some distance and make my way back to you. Because he wants me.
I think you're just the closest person.
I mean, he said, I can't let you go. I'm actually just going to go up this way. Up towards this direction. As there's like another little like thunderclap around where he appears up this direction.
Okay. And was that all your movement, or do you have more?
Well, how many actions is breaking free?
What?
Okay, then I have one more.
Yeah. Was that 2 of your strides, though? I just
Yes.
need to know the distance. Okay.
That was 2 strides. And then he'll kind of let out a wait, it's like a little bit more.
You're shorting yourself by like 10 feet.
Yeah, seems like it. At least he's gonna make his way off the map, but he's kind of gonna shout behind him to him like, "Sorry, can't stay and entertain you longer, mate. Got different ports to go see." As he's like gonna keep going.
Okay, and your movement's 25, right?
Yep. So he's 10 feet farther, and he keeps going.
All right.
For another
that's gonna
stride.
be- Oh, God. 1 second. There you go. 35 feet off the map. All right. Not Adrian. Oh, my goodness. Everett's turn. Everett's gonna... sneak around the building here. Sprite.
Okay. I cast a 4th level Summon Fae
Okay.
to summon another unicorn.
Another unicorn. All right. Or I should just put this dang unicorn in its own slot so I can just easily find it. All right. And oh, you got control of it already. Nice.
I'm not meaning to summon only unicorns, but they just happen to be.
This is just the 4th one.
Yeah. Listen, at least the last unicorn lasts till the end of its lifespan, okay? And then Mommy's going to act together to put me on the unicorn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look for like whoever is the closest or like seems like the slowest. Is he like obviously going after Adrian still?
After everything that happened, he casts his gaze around.
He did shout off in that direction, hoping it would lure him towards this street.
I guess I look over at Shiari and go, do you want to ride?
Sure. Oh, I
Um,
don't know if you can run by and pick me up. That might be.
No, you have to
yeah,
use an
so.
action and mount.
But unicorns. Can the unicorn hold an action? Is that a thing? Can it use my reaction to do that?
No, technically.
That's kind of whack.
It's for balancing purposes for summons.
No worries. Just take off. You have a lot of actions you have to juggle. Don't be afraid to make a run for it.
I can wait. It's just 2 actions. Does Fidget want a ride?
Fidget's kind of heading off around that building. Seems Fidget has some kind of plan.
They have an objective.
Okay, I guess I'll just go here so you don't have to waste an action to come over to me and then mount. I'll just wait for the next turn.
All right. So, now that y'all have essentially disengaged, we're going to cut to an action scene here. So no one gets distracted. We'll just do this. All right. In fact, let me change the music real quick. All right. So, after you've all kind of broken apart, Brandmaster's looking about. He notices Shiari as being one of the closer ones. And, well, actually, at the end of that round, I should say. Sylvanas, you notice that from a old fort near the southern side of Quent, a bunch of thugs are making their way down. Probably about twice as many as were initially patrolling around the town.
Huh.
But it's hard to say. At the moment, they're still quite a distance off. But they'll probably be down in the town within the minute. As Brandmaster's looking around, that same injection noise can be heard. And his body starts to become lithe and more stringy. And he looks at Shiari, and he says to himself, in a somewhat audible voice,
Not as likely to survive. Yeah.
and he turns, and with that same inhuman agility you saw earlier, he starts pursuing after Adrian. As Adrian, you look behind you, and let's see. He was the town map here. See if I can equate 5, 10, 50. And it is What's his normal movement? Ah, yes. Oh no, okay. It's okay. All right. He catches up to you
Oh, I see.
as he is inhumanly fast, but he doesn't have any actions remaining to grapple you.
That's something, I guess.
So as you're booking it around the various small buildings of Quentz, what do you do?
Got another time skip in you.
Nope. Not particularly. Can't run faster than him. How close are we to the water by chance?
You were relatively near the port, but you were still probably like 100 feet out.
Shit. If I can get in the water, I'm fine. I am amphibious. Do I see any possible ways to slow him down around me by chance?
No, what would you like to use? You're currently in a small town setting. It's a pirate town made up of, I mean, at this point, better built buildings for sure. But, you know, there's all kinds of barrels around. There's all kinds of onlookers about.
Okay.
Be creative.
Adrian is going to immediately, knowing where he was in the fight and where he ran off to, he immediately is going to try his best to find the shortest distance to get to the port, at least close to the water. And he's also going to pick a route that has the most people and things, knocking over barrels, tables, cabbage merchants,
Cabbage vendors.
the likes. Whatever he can find to slow him down, as Adrian has probably done something similar like this before in his life. He was a bit of a troublemaker back in his hometown.
People are just trying to do their jobs, man.
Cabbages. He does
All
prioritize
right.
a cabbage cart if he sees one.
So you are going to be running through the streets, doing your best. This is going to be a skill challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, let's see. It's going to be a best out of 5, win by 2. So what that means is it's the first of 5, and you have to be 2 ahead of the other individual in the situation.
Sounds good.
For success.
Just gotta get to the water. Breathe under there.
So you get your choice of athletics, acrobatics, or stealth. Based on your scenario. And the better you roleplay it, the more I'll give you a circumstance bonus for it.
Interesting. Other than that, it's what do I think he's not as good at?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I do got a juicy stealth. You know what? I'm gonna check the wording of a thing to see if it's possible. For my rune on my breastplate.
Okay.
It is the glimmer rune. I want to see how many actions it is to change what it looks like.
It cannot be used for disguises, unfortunately.
I wanted to just like shift around my clothes to make it harder for him to notice. Like just change its type. Just to fuck with him. All right. Well, in that case, Adrian is going to use stealth as his plan is to try to break line of sight as often as possible with just different things. Cutting through alleys, dipping around just crowds of people, and trying to just make it so tracking him in general is really difficult. Trying to cause as many moments of which alleyway did he go down, fainting down certain pathways as well. Just trying to be an absolute nuisance to track. when taking an alleyway, he might crouch beneath like a box nearby and dip off in a different direction. Any of that sort to try and just lose line of sight.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth. This will be versus his perception DC.
That's pretty good.
That's
Alright.
pretty good. So you jump over and cut around, and you're making it awfully hard to keep up with you. But he's very fast, and as you're kind of like dipping out and jumping, going over some barrels and such, you believe that you break line of sight with him, and you hold up a moment, and he passes by at the inhuman speed, and you wait. He stops and he does something to tap on his helmet, and he looks around for a moment before he looks in your general direction. You duck away just in time, but he seems to know vaguely your general position. I'll count that as a draw, technically. So it's 1-1.
Okay.
What's your next action?
And for this, can I make similar actions, or do I have to change it up each time?
You can make the same action over and over if you so choose.
Okay. Adrian's gonna try and do that again. He's gonna try to continue his stealthy behavior. The moment he sees him look over in the direction, he starts to break off stealthily again, trying to do the same tactics, or at least still trying to make it a absolute nuisance to follow, hoping that he can trip up his whatever neat little helmet doohickey he's got in there.
Okay. Go ahead and make another stealth check.
I'm hero pointing that.
Okay.
That's something.
All
Better than
right.
a nat one. I'll take it.
So you do so again, and you're doing pretty good. You're keeping really quiet, and you're kind of going into an area. For a moment, you see like an open back door to a general store, and you dip into the general store and you close the door as quietly as you can, not making too much of a sound. There's a brief moment where you see Brandbasher kind of walk past the window, but he doesn't look in. But he stops. He turns in your general direction, and he begins opening, or he goes to open the door, and that will count as one failure. So it's 1-2 his favor.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try a different action, so just to see it out. Is there like a second story to this store at all? Is it just a one floor thing?
No, most of the buildings are one story.
Okay. As he's going to open the door, Adrian is going to kind of like has this moment of like, I feel like stealth is useless here, and he's going to just start going out in a full sprint through the back door he entered, and is going to use athletics instead. If he can't possibly out stealth him, maybe he can outrun him and put so much shit in the in his path that following him is, much harder. I'm gonna go with athletics this time.
Okay. And you're throwing stuff into his way.
Yes, I'm trying to slow him down.
Okay. So this will be contested against his acrobatics DC. So, go ahead.
That's a 36.
That's a really good one. That's a critical success.
Hey yo!
As you I guess I didn't mention he was going through the back door that you went through, but
Okay. I
it
thought he was
doesn't
going
really
through the
matter.
front
You go through the front door, it doesn't matter. You go out an opposite door.
Yeah.
And just as soon as you do, he's hot on your trail again. But you manage, just the luck be with you today. There's a bunch of barrels that have been stocked up outside of a general store, probably something that a ship has brought in recently. And just with a couple fingers, you rip out the bottom barrel, and it all collapses upon Brandbester, burying him in a ton of barrels. As you make a break for it, and you get a pretty good distance ahead. It's 3-2 your favor. But you notice as he slips through the barrels, his body being abnormally flexible and squishable in a way.
It was
Yeah.
worth dedication.
Interesting.
And as he does so, you hear another injection noise, just barely, but you don't know what it's for.
Yeah.
And you're too busy running to take a good look. So go ahead.
Yeah.
What's your next action?
I feel like he just did something to make him more flexible and acrobatic. If he can be all wiggly wobbly, maybe something to be faster. So Adrian's gonna try to out stealth him again. Actually,
Okay.
with that bit, he immediately, even as he goes like take a look, he's already like rounding a corner into an alleyway. Immediately going back to his break line of sight, bust through like buildings and such. As if he's trying to, alchemically make him more nimble or outrun him, he's going to make that pointless.
Okay.
Stealth.
Go ahead.
Oh, shit. Not great.
That is not good.
Oh, my
All
hero
right.
point,
I mean, I'll accept it, but
It's yours.
alrighty. That's a 30. Again.
It's better.
All right. So, as you kind of dip through, go through, you notice that he has leapt from ground level onto a building for a good vantage point. As that ain't normal. And
Not really.
he's looking around. You kind of dip in and you see a crowd of onlookers, and you just kind of try to hide amongst them.
Mhm.
And Brandmaster kind of comes near, and he said, and you hear him say,
Now, where did he go?
as he was following you up until that point, and now he seems to stall out for some reason. He's near you, but in a crowd of people, for some reason, he can't seem to as easily find you. That is another
Draw.
So it's
Yeah.
5-4 your advantage. You need one more point to get away.
Okay. I have a feeling that athletics. No, it's athletics or stealth. That's my choice. They're my most consistently good.
You can also use other skills if you find them appropriate.
Not as much. I'm not on a boat, sadly. I'm not on a boat or in the water. So
What other skills you got?
survival, society, crafting. Arcana. But my athletics is a plus 18, and my stealth is a plus 15. Everything else is 14 or lower. I feel like I gotta do one last, like, hurrah thing.
Can you... I probably should stop talking. Trying to help you out here, but I don't want to metagame.
I just don't have many other options. I don't have other casts of any interesting spells or anything. All my spells will be doing damage.
Do you have... oh, that's right, you're a prepared caster, aren't
Yep.
you? Damn, so like one final blink charge into the water.
I would, if I could.
Can't blink charge without a target.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, not
Sorry,
blink charge.
random citizen.
I meant time stop, not blink charge.
There you go. Time loop. Yeah, that would be the one.
Yeah, I have to. I should prepare another. All right. Well, I feel like it's more interesting if I do it this way. I'm gonna make an athletics. As from inside the crowd, Adrian is going to. He's gonna shove one of the passerby into Brandmaster as he books it towards the water as fast as possible.
Okay.
Dodging through people, hoping that trips him up in some way, but he needs to get to that water. Shit.
All right. You're shoving them into him, so this is gonna be against his 4 DC.
This might trip him up. What if he gets a net 1? Don't roll 1.
It's a DC. You have to get better than him. He doesn't have to roll.
He automatically rolls a 10 equivalently.
Yeah.
His Fortitude DC is a 35, Alex.
Easy money.
You have critically failed, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. You shove the individual into him, and you make a break. You're about to get to the water, before suddenly he's on you again, and you're pinned down to the ground. Well, no, not actually yet. He grips you and chucks you to the side. That is a crit failure, but that only makes it 6-5. You need one more failure to lose and 2 to win, but it's still technically up. But you are grabbed and chucked into a nearby building, crashing through its flimsy wooden wall. As he approaches you, stating,
You seem quite earnest in getting to the water. I don't think I can let that happen.
Here's a quick question: is Brandmaster at full health?
It's hard to tell. He looks in good condition.
And would you say he technically hit me with a melee strike?
Sure.
Because as he's flying through the air, there's a bit where he looks and the inside his Triton blood starts to broil and shake as the sea. As I'm gonna use Salt the Wound on Brandmaster.
Salt the Wound. Go ahead and post it.
Yeah. So apparently I don't have it on here as a thing. That's what I'm quickly realizing. I have it on Archive of Nethys.
You have your feet though, right?
Yeah, I have the feet, and I thought I know for a fact.
We'll post the feet at least.
Yeah.
But you might need to build the reactor. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I guess. It's just Assault Wound.
Yeah, it just doesn't give the reaction to your action bar.
I mean, it's a Fortitude. He has to make a Fortitude save, but it's a final bit of Defiance, I guess.
1 second. Let's see here.
I had it with Greg.
I can add it to the sheet real quick. I thought it did it. I know for a fact. I would have done that before.
It's fine. Just add it to your action bar. It'll be easier. What's the feat called?
Well, it's Brine Soul, and then the reaction
Brine
is
Soul.
Salt Wound.
I see.
Which I don't... Oh,
There it
yeah,
is.
there it is. I just typed in Salt Wound. I did not see it. I might have to actually make it.
Yeah, I think I made it myself when I had Greg.
Yeah, you probably did.
Point being, it's a Fortitude save to my class DC.
Or a spell DC.
Or actually, spell DC might be better. My spell DC is a 24.
Oh, dude.
Hey, it might be good. Might work.
Okay. I'll give you a choice. This will be against his fort save. Or his fort DC.
Yeah.
But you get your choice of making a class roll check, which just uses your class training proficiency plus, or your spell, or a spell attack, or Arcana if you so choose.
Let's see. So class DC and spell DC is going to be 24. Spell attack is 14.
And I'll give you... I think it's a pretty good idea. I'll give you a +2 circumstance to the check.
And will that benefit on a DC at all, or just if I'm making an attack roll, or like a skill check?
That's just for this check that you're about to make. So whatever skill you're using, I'll give you a +2.
I'm gonna try to use that moment of damage to try and like bolt past again with athletics and try to get to the water.
No. This is for the salt wound thing that you were just trying.
Yeah. Thing that's throwing me for a loop is that it's a saving throw reaction, and if I use my spell DC, like if I make him make a save, I don't get a circumstance, but if I make a roll against him, I'll get one.
I'm giving you a chance to roll this because that, or you can choose to do something else.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a good idea. It's a +2 circumstance to a spell attack, Arcana, or class check, which is the same as your spell attack, actually. Funny enough.
I'm gonna go with a spell attack. I think this will be fun.
Okay.
That's gonna be a attack with a +16.
Yep. They really need to add a spell attack button.
They really do. I'm just gonna manually do it, but they should do that.
They should.
Come on, dice gods. Hey.
31.
Hey.
3, or is your spell attack?
No, that's included the +2.
That's including the +2.
Yeah. All right. So as he takes you and chucks you into a building, there's a slight mist in the air where you were left, and his wounds agitate somewhat, but it was not successful.
Yeah.
As he shakes it off, and he approaches you, and he leans in and he says,
Your anatomy is quite interesting. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this.
As a gauntleted claw reaches out and grips you tightly, in that same paralyzing grip from before, as that was your last failure.
So close, though.
You were very, very close. And that was... almost. Athletics would have been a little bit better, but I think that was a really good ploy regardless.
Yeah, I felt like it was something at least I could do.
2 points wouldn't have made the difference against that DC anyway.
No,
So-
I doubt it as much. Regardless what I did, I'd have to roll stupid eye, so might as well make it interesting.
But you did have a breakaway, and you did almost make it earlier.
I'm just that cool.
But all right. So while Adrian is being chased, Everett and Fidget, you sneak into the bushes, and Massey's kind of there, lightly groaning. Still quite out of it after having most of his organs smashed earlier.
I mean, that's fair.
You manage to quietly attempt to pull him away. I need either... Let's see here. I need you both to make a stealth check to avoid the few dudes who were there.
Okay.
Oh, Everett.
I'm here appointing
Fidget.
that.
Okay.
Oh, you're not even trained.
No,
Oh,
and my
no.
armor doesn't help anything.
All right. So as you're attempting to, pull Massey out of the bushes and away, one of the thugs notices you and turns around. Now, Shiara, you see this. What do you do?
Well,
I
could very
offered them
much
a ride,
easily
too.
reload and take the shot on that guy. Try to keep his attention off of them.
Okay.
If you get on the unicorn, we can both just sort of ride over there and try to sort of delay them at least.
Or put Macy from the unicorn.
Yeah, we could work on that, but just taking the shot on this guy.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh my god, these rolls, please.
I felt that pain. I know.
All I have to do to hit these guys is roll above a 4.
Everett will toss you his hero point.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the Tevin.
Tevin.
I mean, we still have the party hero point, don't we?
Didn't it get used? Yeah, it got used the other day.
Never mind then.
For what?
Someone
We did use
used it.
it.
I know it was brought up last time.
Yeah, we did use it to probably not die.
Well, tried.
Yeah.
Maybe getting fired at will draw his attention, but
Yeah. Unfortunately, both those rolls are so low. You take the shot. You're pretty good when it comes to like firing when you have the ability to like set up, sit down, and fire. But running away, running and gunning is definitely not your favorite way to hit people. Sprite, you're also generally around. What do you do?
Did Sherry not get on?
No, sure, I took a shot.
Then I'll probably just sort of I'll help out. I'm gonna, I guess, run the unicorn toward the dudes over there.
And do what?
you could do the charging attack, right?
I could, but so I want to end right next to them. I could take some hits, but
They're one of the damaged ones, I think, because that was the two that are the closest. All the rest of them are south of us.
Yeah,
it's two of them, right?
there's two of them. One who's almost dead, and the other one who's a little bit more fresh, and that's the one that noticed Fidget and Everett.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna command Unicorn to run over, and I'll cast. Yeah, I'm gonna charging whatever the charging strike or whatever the one that's not almost dead.
Okay. Okay, that does hit on the dot.
Wow, wowie.
And it does do the additional damage. It comes and impales the guy. He has 1 HP left, but he's definitely distracted.
And then I cast electric arc
Okay, that's a good idea.
to try and get
All
both.
right. They got to make their reflex saves. If they don't crit this, they're both dead. Yeah, they're both dead. One has 4 and the
Damn.
other one has 1. So you charge it on your unicorn. The guy gets impaled. He's like, ah! And then you raise your hand. The guy probably can't even see you over the horse, honestly. And suddenly they're both struck by lightning and just are fried on the ground.
Double
The,
kill.
the unicorn does a whinnying, like jumps up on its back legs and just neighs so loudly, and I'm standing on its back holding the reins, so triumphant.
There are no reins.
Holding my imaginary reins.
I see. You're
I can
holding on
pretend.
to its mane triumphantly. Just got this grandiose image in your mind of how awesome that
Tiniest.
just looked.
The tiniest, most high-pitched scream.
To anyone who's around, it looks like the unicorn stabbed and smited both of these guys.
Yeah, and then you just hear like, ah, from the
Which
general
is
direction.
drowned out by the loud whinny of the unicorn. The unicorn has stolen your spotlight.
Nah, it was all me, and I know everyone knows it too. I'm gonna get back to the group, and they're all gonna praise me on how cool that was.
Anyway, so, Fidget Everett, you managed to whisk Massey away, and everyone else, you notice the horde of thugs coming, but y'all have a good enough head start to easily evade them. Where do you all go?
Well, we do need to pick up Anne and Kimbaba.
Yeah, I
and
was gonna make
Kimbaba,
my way-
noticing y'all leaving, will follow.
Yeah, I was gonna make my way towards them. So ask Anne though. Do you think the Temple of Callisto will provide refuge, or should we just get out?
I mean, they might, but the problem is, I don't know if we can get there before all the men do, because the fort is up behind the temple itself. If you guys make there, you'll probably meet like 50 feet before you hit the temple.
Got it.
Yeah, the town is almost built around the temple itself.
We could make a run for the edge of town.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running ahead and trying to search, like, make a path through the town to get us back to where we entered.
Okay. You do so, and it's pretty clear most everyone is kind of like ducked away, and so I'm assuming that means you are going for like the outskirts of Quent, maybe even out into the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You all managed to make good headway. You break line of sight pretty early on, and making out into the jungle, y'all managed to regroup eventually. The thugs kind of go out to the jungle, and some are about to pursue, and one of them shouts out, "Hey! Don't go running out in there. You're gonna get lost, you lunks." The other two kind of give a very disgruntled and like angry look, but they seem to listen. For the time being, at least, everyone but Adrian has escaped.
Well, it was nice while we had you in the party.
Adrian prison arc.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Adrian will do great in prison. I'll punch the biggest, toughest guy there.
Help
I'll
you break your
mix-
wrist.
I'll make some shivs.
You mean the alchemist that has you prisoner?
Yeah. I'll punch him.
I mean, technically, you already did. That's probably how you got there.
Yeah. I'm just, like, too cool.
So, what do y'all do? You've all regrouped outside of Quent's. Adrian is nowhere to be seen. if y'all choose to wait until, later, sundown quickly arrives and you still see no sign of him. And actually, let's go ahead and change the music here. But y'all feel free to do what you're gonna do.
Sylvanas over time just gets more panicky. It looks more and more like she's on the verge of a panic attack.
I have a question. While you are having this on the verge of a panic attack, are you sitting down? Are you more fidget sides? Or are you standing up the entire time?
Sitting behind it. Yeah, sitting at the base of a tree with her back towards the city, so she's like hiding behind it.
Okay. As you're getting closer and closer to the panic attack, Fidget will smack you, going, "This is no time to panic. We need to focus on getting everyone out. We'll figure out what to do about Adrian."
Sorry.
Yeah, we need to plan our round 2.
To be fair, he doesn't know that where we're meeting at.
I'm sorry for smacking you, but it's the only thing that'll calm you down at the moment.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
She just takes a deep breath and goes back to charging up her pools for her focus points and just laying on hands on Massey just to get him back up to health.
Now being able to properly treat him. He wakes up and is like, "Oh, where am I?"
You are currently in the forest outside of Quint.
And coughs up and spits out a thick wad of snot and blood. Ugh. Well, I got to be thanking you. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably be dead, yeah?
I think we all would be if it wasn't for each other. If you hadn't shown up, we wouldn't have learned of how bad the situation was in Quint.
I don't know. I feel like I would have been fine either way.
You were about to start a fight with a thug.
And I would have won it. Did we kill that guy? Did I see his corpse?
During your victorious moment, you know what? It was a 1 in 20 chance, yeah. Roll me just a flat d20, and if you get a 20 or 19, one of the ones you just killed was the dude.
Damn it! I use my hero point.
No, you don't.
Why? What's more important than this?
A lot of things.
I
Fine.
mean, if you wanna, could always, it'd be funny.
I clench my fists and I just look at Fidget and I go, "Yeah, and he's still out there."
Oh no, he's definitely dead.
Oh, I'll get my revenge.
All 20 of the thugs that went out there died.
I'm gonna go in, at least get one kick in on his little corpse over there. Deserves worse than death. I start screaming again.
I'm still working on Massey. Sylvanas, do you mind that she just motions to spray?
Yeah.
Ah!
Please. Please don't.
I start biting your hand, but like, it doesn't hurt at all because I'm so small. My -1 strength.
Okay. Dude, you're gonna do this. Please. Please stop.
Just bite more aggressively.
As they're having their little episode there, Massey looks up to you and she's like, how's my crew?
They didn't make it.
You see a legitimately pained face as he leans back and he slams his fist into the ground, cursing, in very colorful pirate cursing. And he just looks completely upset at this. Oh, there it goes. Okay. After grieving for a moment, he's just like, that bastard. I'll get him if it's the last thing I do.
As great as that would be, from the sounds of it, it needs to be more than just you and your crew to take him on. Just from what he did to you in one hit.
Yeah, you're right. Guy's a monster.
His regenerative abilities are insane.
Actually, now that I have time, could I consider a medicine check to know what would do that?
No. You can use crafting, though.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sylvanas.
It's okay. That thing on his back just endlessly supplied him with stuff.
Okay, with that roll, Fidget, you know that alchemists with enough infused reagents can make things on the fly. If that tank is just a vat of infused reagents, there is a limit, but considering the size of it, he probably could make a fair amount of potions. And the regenerative effects you saw could easily have been elixirs of life.
Well, if I had to guess what he's using, possibly mutagens and elixirs of life. Not that that's much help, but any kind of mutagen, and it can bulk you up, make you smarter. There's tons of them. There are some downsides to it, though. But with the limit heat they have, it would take a good long time to wear them down if that's the case.
Also on the bright side, he is about 20 men down.
Probably not for much longer, though, given how the town is quaking in fear. I have a feeling he may select 20 more civilians to replace them. Or 19, if we count, if he possibly has Adrian.
Just as you say this, the camera pans over to the fortress of the Hurricane Queen that's currently being used by Brandbester. As you're being brought in, Adrian, you see that for the most part, it's a very lavish place. There's all kinds of nice, pots and urns, some gaudy, golden trinkets, all well furnished, all well done. I mean, for being the Hurricane Lord, Tessa Fairwind has definitely decked out this place. But you do notice something odd as you're being dragged through. There are several large portraits of, you can assume, Tessa herself. Her appearance is wide known. She's known as a beauty of the sea with fiery red hair that kind of curls down around. Actually, I might be able to find an image of Tessa Fairwinds. But many of the portraits themselves have been gashed through. And they seem to be the only things that have been disrupted in this place. Besides, I guess, the messy affair of Brandbaster's men. You're eventually brought down to a holding cell beneath the fortress. And you're thrown in the cell by Brandbaster himself. Before the cage is shut. And then Brandbaster seems to have fixed some kind of mechanism to the lock itself. It looks, honestly, like a bigger, thicker lock.
When he's in there, immediately he tries to mess with the door. He immediately is trying to mess with the lock in the door, trying to get out. Even if he knows it's a bit futile.
He takes a moment to go, and as he does so, you quickly kind of go over and assess the lock. It is a masterwork lock.
All this just for me. I'm flattered.
You should be.
He goes and he pulls a chair over, and he just kind of plops it down in front of the cell and sits in it, just observing you. It's somewhat unsettling.
Don't have anything better to do?
Observation is important.
I mean, I'll have you know, like, I can just tell you about, what Tritons are. You don't have to watch me just exist. I feel like you wouldn't learn as much.
Sorry, 1 second. Pulling up the artwork for Tessa.
Or Undyne is what it is in Pathfinder.
Undyne, yeah.
5e. I'm thinking of 5e for some reason.
No worries. I kind of assumed what you were meaning. Anyway, there's Tessa Fairwind.
That was a fancy hat.
She
Why
is the
your hat
Hurricane
so
Queen.
long?
Why isn't your hat long?
Because it's stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah? What of it?
Anyway, he continues.
That's where you'd be wrong. Everyone is unique, and any individual might have some quirks. I have to assess all the variables before we continue.
Alright, I guess. If you want to be the one to watch a grown man nap, go right ahead, I guess. So he'll plop down wherever he can.
You do so. There's an uncomfortable bench for you to lay down upon.
Which, luckily, Adrian is used to sleeping in pretty shit conditions. Yeah, but like he said, he's just gonna lounge. He is purposefully trying to give this guy like as little to work off of. Obviously, he probably has got some deeper, weirder shit that he's trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
But in Adrian's head, it's like, I know what I'll do. I'll give him no information by doing absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. As you lay there trying your best to not do much, he watches you probably for a solid 30 minutes. It's very uncomfortable. There's just something about the situation, this sense that you're being so closely observed, that just starts to unsettle you more and more. Eventually, the quiet is broken out by the sound of a pen on paper, a pencil on paper,
Like, he'll look over at that.
as he seems to be writing down notes.
What possible notes could you be writing?
General physique, weight, height, diameter of your chest. You are very physically adept. And your ability to use magic is impressive too. Something not very common here in the Shackles.
Not really. I
You're
won't
not
question how
very-
you're getting exact measurements from over there, but I don't much like the alternative. I challenged them.
Oh. For what reason?
I mean, here's what would happen. You come in, try to actually measure me. I would make some sort of futile attempt to attack you, and I'd get brought to the ground.
You do not give yourself enough credit.
Oh no, I give myself a lot of credit. I just understand that from we last fought, the stalemate was only prolonged because I was getting healed. Once in a while, I can get a good hit on you. Just something. I'll take that. I'll take occasionally hitting someone than never doing it.
Maybe that's the reason why you've gotten so strong.
Maybe. Besides, in this conditions me, no weapon. Because I assume my weapons have been taken.
Yes, he has disarmed you and taken your spellbook as well.
Yeah. Unarmed, no magic, useless fight. I'd still try it, but useless fight.
There's still a small percent chance that you could actually do something. Regardless, it doesn't hurt to be cases.
What was that last part he said?
It doesn't hurt to be careful, but I said careless and
No.
messed up, so my bad.
Nah, fair enough. Again, I'm not going to challenge you on that. You can write down whatever you want.
And
You can even make some stuff up for all I care. Have some fun little in-jokes in your paperwork.
do you like jokes?
Partial. Depends on the person.
Interesting.
He continues writing down. It's just a bizarre situation.
Yeah.
It's very uncomfortable, and he definitely seems a little unhinged, but
A little
there's
bit.
definitely a part of him that seems charismatic, to say the least.
Yeah. And Adrian is more in this moment is more uncomfortable with the general situation than anything that could come later. Just seems more like I just don't like being watched. It is weird. I do got to ask though, like, what are your actual intentions? Am I gonna become some magically juiced up thug that you had outside, or something grander?
Oh, I hope grander. It just depends if you can survive.
Say I do survive. What are your grand plans for me? Like, everything goes perfectly to plan, maybe even slightly above expectations. What would happen?
Well, I would like to capture some of your allies as well. But if you want my plan, I'll be more than happy to tell you.
He sets the clipboard down.
I intend to make the shackles a lawful place, no longer welcoming to pirates. And that means taking on Tessa Fairwinds. But in order to do that, I'm going to need some much stronger cohorts. And so far, your everyday citizen doesn't make for the best associates, we'll call them.
So you're looking for people who are actually capable, so you can bring them on, change them up a bit, and use it to fight your battle.
Well, I would say to aid me in my battle, but yes, more or less.
Why don't you just pay people to do it? Cut out the middleman, just give them some money.
Well, I just don't have that much money, honestly.
Fair enough, I guess.
And not only that, but honestly, no one would willingly go through the experimentation process. I mean, with an 78% mortality rate, you know.
I mean, I don't even mean the experiment part. I mean, to be completely, honest with you, I don't even know if that'd be necessary. You seem charismatic enough. I assume you could convince some people to join your side, make the shackles a more lawful place, get some foreign powers in on it as they want to, take some land that's been ruled by pirates, the like. I feel like there's other avenues. Maybe you just wanted a fun excuse to experiment.
Maybe. You might be right.
Yeah.
Though, I really have no qualms testing on pirates. They're nothing more than a blight on this world. So I don't really feel unjustified by my actions. And I'll have you know, everyone who works for me, currently anyway, is willing.
Were they willing before it, though?
Meh.
I don't know.
Once they
that's
saw the
funny how
power
they-
I could offer them, they were more than willing to jump aboard.
Good for them, I guess.
Oh, hopefully good for you too.
I'm just looking to get paid, honestly. I just want to at least get some money so I can get my own ship and do my own thing. Doesn't seem like that's my future if going through this. Though, I mean, in the end, I don't really care what you do with the shackles. Have fun, go wild. But,
Honestly, I misread you. I don't like to apologize. You kind of have the air of a pirate around you, but I see that's not necessarily the case.
there's a small, look of oh, well. Ex-pirate.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, you definitely seem different than the rest.
Nah. I died once before, what's another?
Oh, really?
He picks up the clipboard and begins hastily scribbling again.
So, you say you want money, right?
Yeah. Money and a ship, and it's where I can go off and see where the wind takes me.
Ah,
That's the problem here.
That's the part I was expecting.
Yeah.
The desire for freedom.
I do happen to like it.
No. That's why the Shackles is in such a terrible state. No discipline. Everyone is just worried about what fun their own having.
Yeah, seems about right.
Well, that often costs people their lives. Mostly innocent ones, too.
He just shrugs at that.
Oh well. Anyway, that should be enough for now. Thank you for the conversation. It was pleasant.
I'll entertain conversation, though. Any chance I get, I will break out of here.
Oh, I know. I have just planned for that too.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, I'll be back.
I don't doubt it.
He gets up from his seat and he heads out. After about 20 minutes or so, he comes back down and he sets down a couple vials that seem to emanate some kind of strange greenish purple smoke. And without really saying too much, he just turns and leaves again. After another few minutes, your head starts getting woozy, as the smell from these vials seems to be affecting you mentally. For all intents and purposes, while you're in the cell, you're stupefied too.
God damn.
Which means, yeah, you need to make a DC 5 flat check to cast any spells. It's a DC 5, so it's not like all that intense.
Yeah.
But your spell attack rolls and DCs are reduced by 2. So, cutting back to everyone else, nightfall has come, and Adrian still has not shown. Massey has gone, not over, but has regained his morale from earlier. And he turns to you and he's like, so, how are we gonna get that bastard?
I don't know. I don't even think it matters at this point. There's things far bigger than him in the shackles right now.
Oh, you're right about that. Oh, there's some nasty business going on. That's why the Hurricane Queen herself couldn't be here today.
Is she dealing with the big portals?
The big what now?
Why don't we slow down and just explain before we just throw everything on Massey? He did just come back from almost being killed.
Oh yeah, the world's ending.
There's a giant portal that's sucking in water to the water plane up way north, with a bunch of smaller portals scattered all around that are pumping in water. They're pumping in fresh water while salt water is going out.
But
Recently
we
came
did
across-
we did close a portal that was taking water out, so we might all drown now.
She just puts her head in her hands.
I'm sorry, I'm panicking. I don't know what to do.
Here, breathe in this back.
Just this once, I'll give you some Mr. Piddles therapy, and I cast my pet cash to release Mr. Piddles. Just sort of into Sylvanas' lap.
You have Corgi now.
I hesitantly begin petting it.
Well, that's... Alright. Well, I don't know much about what's going on, but I do know that the Hurricane Queen is currently dealing with some undersea dwelling creatures that have begun to become riled up due to the strange weather we've been having.
Oh, the mermaid people.
No, larger, bigger. Leviathans. Several small coastal cities have already been taken out by some of them. from what I've heard, there's something never seen on Galarian before.
Then there's a chance that she couldn't make it back here to help.
Is it one of the demon lords that are here? That's also happening.
Well, it would make sense then. But, considering the size of my crew and our overlack of firepower, we've been deemed to keep the peace. And, well, I guess I couldn't even do that now. Some upstart weirdo with some metal face masks is going around causing trouble, and I get myself knocked nearly to heaven in the first blow.
Yeah, you were way weaker than I expected.
Sprite!
Well, he came around and he was acting all high and mighty like he was some big shot. I thought he would be able to help out, and then he ended up getting absolutely destroyed. Just
No,
right
no,
away.
no. The child is right. I was pitiful out there.
To be fair, you didn't know what you were walking into.
Neither did we, and
You're
we
still
were
a good,
fine.
strong person. You could probably take us out easily if you wanted to.
I wouldn't say that, but...
I look extremely skeptical.
As do I.
Regardless, he'd wiped out my crew, and he's got more of those mountains of people.
That's fair. Though, I will hand it to you. Your crew was able to take down a good majority of their men, and we were able to gain a lot of information on the individual from their distraction.
Okay, but he also used the device and then just exploded one of his men to kill some of your crew. That was...
Oh, shit. That sounds crazy.
It was kind of scary and fearful to watch.
I mean, it was a little cool.
It sounds horrifying, but still.
It was.
Still, from what I would have guessed, their people are only strong and big, not really much else going on. If I had a big enough force, we could have easily probably taken this back, but...
Yeah, they were pretty weak.
Yeah, your unicorn managed to take out quite a few of them.
I look at the unicorn.
The unicorn's
I
gonna last
did
for a
that.
minute.
I look at where the unicorn was. I'm just looking around. I get point at me, just like, that was me. I did it. I killed a bunch of them.
No, I remember seeing the unicorn.
Yeah, but I was on it. I told the unicorn to run at them.
My apologies, I didn't see that part. I was too busy making sure Massey got out.
How could you miss it? I was so splendid and beautiful and majestic.
Again, I was dragging Massey away from the fight so he would live.
I look at Massey so angrily.
Do you think you could rally anyone if we get you to Rapier Bay?
Rapier Bay?
It's the closest town that you'd be able to get a ship from if you needed to go do anything.
Not a crew big enough to take this place back. Honestly, we would need probably help from one of the other pirate lords. Given the situation. And not only that, but if he can blow up his people like you mentioned before, then I don't know how many men it would take. Not many pirate crews are willing to take losses to such a degree. Though you all seemed well enough capable, or at least you're all alive.
The lumbering thugs do seem to lack a bit of the ability to... While they are on patrol, seem to lack perceptive skills. Might be viable to maybe take out patrols at night.
Well, whatever you're all doing, I'll be more than happy to help where I can.
And I must reiterate that if he isn't captured, Adrian has no idea where we are.
Well, whatever it is, we should, if we're going to be camping out in the jungle, probably change up our places every now and then. Because if we're going to build campfires, they'll easily be able to spot the smoke.
They do seem to be afraid of running into the jungle, though. Which is an advantage, in theory.
But we don't know who Brandmaster is. Do we know his name?
Yeah, we learned it from the tavern keeper.
Ah, right.
Brandmaster Howl.
Actually, looks at Macy. Does the name Brandmaster Howl bring up any memories? Maybe a former pirate or anything like that?
Nope, can't say I've ever heard of him. He must be new to the shackles, though, as, well, that getup of his would be easily recognizable. So, with that, you will set up camp for the evening. And now, I'll ask you generally, what is your plan on this situation? You can take a few days to monitor the situation, gather intel. Though camping in the jungle is somewhat dangerous, without proper prep and dedicating people to doing so, you will be rolling for encounters every day you are in the jungle. You can reduce your encounter chance by dedicating people to camouflaging the camp. But those people will be not able to do too much during the day, especially if you intend on moving your camp every day. Another option as well is you could all attempt to sneak into the city, find out information where you can, maybe even siege, or not siege, but infiltrate the fort. So what would you all like to do?
I could cause a distraction, lure Brandmaster out, run away as you guys sneak in.
Yeah, but if you do that, there's a chance he'll grab you too. Because we saw how fast that guy could run.
Did he seem faster, as fast or slower than Sylvanas with Panache? She has a 55 movement speed with Panache.
Well, something to consider. Your panache isn't something you can just turn on at will. You need to
go up to a thug and feint him.
Depending on the situation, it has to be considered a dangerous or high tension situation.
Fair.
For panache. Other than that, it's hard to say. You never really got to see his speed. You know that he is super fast. It seems inhumanly so. But you would say that you would probably guess that your and his speeds are comparable.
Okay. I just don't know any other way to do it.
I mean, we
Wait.
could see if there's any holes in the defenses for the fort. There might be a back door or something.
That's fair, but we need him to be out of the fort.
I mean, there is a chance he'll go out looking for us.
And it's also even... We're trying to go into the fort on the chance that he has Adrian, but we can't even confirm that.
That and the fort is huge. Trying to find him would be a nightmare.
Do we leave Adrian behind?
Isn't that what he told us to do?
I don't... If we do, I don't know if I could even live with myself. I feel responsible as the one who pushed us to go to the docks.
Well, yeah, you kind of are.
Thanks.
Anytime.
I'm curious, during our short time in town, did it seem like the Temple of Callistra was getting visitors at all, or were they dissuaded by the thugs?
It looks the streets were, like I said, ghost town-esque when you entered. No one was out and about, so the temple is probably sparse at the moment.
We can just go talk to people. If Adrian got captured, people would have probably seen it.
Well, if you guys are gonna do that... Shiari, what's your survival?
Probably around a 13.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at right now. I can stay behind and camouflage the camp if that's the case. And I can keep an eye on Macy. That way he's not getting targeted in town as well.
If we're tracking somebody, I have an 18.
So we're not
All
leaving
right.
Adrian. So we're not leaving Adrian behind.
No.
I don't know, we still could.
Adrian's done a lot for us in the short time he's been with us.
Do we set a day limit, at least? If we can't do it within like 5 days, a week, we leave.
Why don't we see where we are at the most at a week's time, and then we can reassess if we want to keep going or not.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to be staking out the city for a week. So each day you can all dedicate a action, some kind of exploration action or another action you feel are appropriate to either gather information, try to explore areas. If you want to reduce your encounter rate, it's going to be a survival check with a DC 20.
I will do survival.
Okay, so Fidget will be tending to the camp. What's everyone else doing this day?
What
And
would
this
you
will be
say
the next day.
What would you say the size of this city would be? Like a small village, town, city?
Let me see here.
For the purposes of this, just letting you know.
Of course, of course. Let's see here. It is the second largest. It is considered a large city with a population of 12,560.
Oh, dang.
So,
So-
city, but not a metropolis.
Correct. So, for most people's estimations, it's probably like most standard like bigger towns that are established. Like our hometown has like a 10,000, so this would be slightly bigger than that. So if you've ever been to like anything just under the size of like a big city, like just under the size of San Francisco.
I'm gonna go around, I guess, talking to people, trying to get information about stuff.
Okay.
And I also want to specifically look for that one dude.
All right. Well, I guess for that, roll perception. I'll make it a DC 18. All right. You think you find him amongst the bodies on the pier.
I kick it
You do so.
quite a few times.
You do so. The body seems relatively unfazed. That being taken into consideration, what's everyone else doing?
I guess for the first day, gathering information on Adrian,
Okay.
seeing what people saw.
What's Shiari doing?
I guess if we get a good idea of where or if he got captured, maybe tracking to see if maybe he got away or if he made it all the way to what we fear.
Okay, so you're gonna go back to the scene and track what happened to Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Fidget made. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go in order. Fidget, go ahead and make your survival check to camouflage camp. That's a success. Your encounter chance is 10%. Okay. Sprite, go ahead and make a diplomacy. And what are you generally asking? What information are you looking for?
Just like, because I know that Adrian was being chased through town, right? Like I saw him go off and chase Adrian.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like go in that sort of general direction from the fight and try to ask people if they like saw like what was going on with that and like how that ended up basically.
Okay. Go ahead and make a diplomacy. Sorry.
Should we go
ahead.
together? Oh, I was gonna say, should we go together? I aid you, because I don't think we want to leave you alone.
I don't know if you want.
Yeah, because we're asking for the same things.
Yeah.
Okay. As a successful aid, so that's +1.
Woo.
Going around to ask, whoa, hesitant to respond. Some people are like, yeah, I saw a guy by that description. I don't know, that masked fellow was running around after him, and I think he took him out. I saw he was being thrown into a building. Another person chimes in, yeah, no, I saw. he was dragging him back with him. I don't know if he's alive or not, but he definitely had him in his clutches anyway.
Back where? To the fort?
Yeah, that's where that masked fellow is. He took up place in Tessa Fairwind's fortress up above the town. They point in on the southern side of the town, kind of like on this peaking area. There is a fortress that has been built. Oh, if she was here, she would show him what for. I wonder where she is right now.
She's dealing with big monsters.
That sounds like her. They say more in a disbelieving tone than anything. Alright, and Shari, go ahead and make your, I guess, tracking roll.
All right. So I was reading over Hunt. It says I must be able to see or hear my prey, or you must be tracking the prey during an exploration.
Yeah, you have to make the initial track before you can hunt them.
Okay.
So you won't get your bonus until after you make the initial survival.
That's fair.
That is actually a success.
Oh,
Nice. That's a 21 total as well. Oh, no. Yeah. No, it's tracking prey. Okay, so yeah, that would only be a 20 total then. Then I'll hunt prey. If there's any further checks.
Okay. You do so. And generally from what you can see, it does appear that Adrian has been pulled away, but you can see some slight struggling in the marks, so it's unlikely that he's dead. So, that next day for Adrian,
Yeah.
it was not a very comfortable night, to say the least.
Yeah, probably not.
But the next morning, you are roused by a very pleasant smell. Your head's still a little foggy, but it's being cut slightly by the smell of steak. And after a brief moment, you see Brandmaster coming down, and he is holding a tray that has a very lavished meal on it.
Interesting.
As he comes up to your cell and he says,
I brought you breakfast. Hope you don't mind something a little so heavy in the morning. I figure you could use the stamina.
I mean, I eat what I can get, though. I gotta ask, has this got some weird shit in it, or is it just like food?
No. If I wanted to put something weird in you, I would just use a syringe. Much more efficient.
That's what I expected. Doesn't hurt to ask.
he opens the cell door and
Adrian will try to like move out. He's gonna try to get out of the
all
cell.
right. As you attempt to bolt, I'll give him a slight circumstance penalty to this because he's holding a tray.
Yeah.
I'll attempt to grab you. This will be against your fort DC. 38. Or sorry, 36.
Yeah, I got a 24 for my.
Yeah,
for my fort.
that's a crit. So you attempt to bolt past as soon as he opens the door, and he just grips you with one of his hands and drags you in, sits you down on the bench, and sets the tray before you. Before turning back and going and closing the door.
Good to see you so lively in the morning. I hope you like it. I made it myself.
Man,
Well, before you is a very expertly done dish. It's a nice steak set with a couple of baked potatoes. It has a nice onion glaze on top and some slight garnish. And it also seems to be paired with a nice, clear liquid drink.
Fair. Though I guess I do gotta mention, and pardon me if this is a little, I don't know, poorly explained, disjointed. You're, fucking like, gassing me out over here. It's harder to think.
Well, your magic casting is quite the problem.
Yeah, it would be. Just wanted to let you know, in case you're not informed, in like a bit of given time, your plan's gonna be like pointless because the ocean's expanding. You're aware of that, right?
I didn't notice something strange along those lines, but enlighten me.
It's like something like the people I was with. I was helping them with that. There's like a portal like opened to the like elemental plane of water, and water's like gushing in, and there's some holes where it's gushing out. It's like they're replacing our ocean with theirs, but like the sea level's rising. So given time, you might well and good bring order to the shackles, but it can't really bring order to something that's underwater. I don't know. If you wanted to bring order to the shackles, why not solve that problem?
If you like, you can attempt a diplomacy check.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, I'll try to diplomacy. Fuck it.
Sure. This will be against his will DC.
Oh,
I'm not trained in any charisma shit.
his will
That's
DC
fair.
is also 30 anyways.
Yeah, I'm a sailor.
You bring about, but you don't really offer much in the way of data or any exacting proof, nor at a proper timescale to really cause him any concern.
Yeah.
So he responds as thus.
That does sound like a problem. Well, a unified shackles could help conquer that problem sooner. If
I mean-
the need does arise, well then, having a bunch of modified individuals to help conquer these portals, as you mentioned, would probably be very beneficial.
Probably. I mean, I can't think of a rebuttal right now because, as I said, he like points at like the gas that's getting him.
Yeah, well, if you weren't capable of using magic, I wouldn't have to use it. And just taking your spellbook away doesn't mean you can't use any spells.
You could be like a bro in this moment. Just take it away. I promise I won't cast any spells.
No, not at this time.
Shame.
It is. I don't want your stay here to be any more uncomfortable than I can help. But as you just proven, you're going to attempt to escape at any opportunity.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, here we are. Anyway, eat up. You're gonna have to keep that stamina up, especially for the test to come.
Yeah, whatever. And he will eat. He hasn't eaten anything.
It is really good food. Probably the best food you've ever eaten.
Honestly.
He is a
You can
gourmet chef.
God damn, people on land eat real nice. Living off hardtack for too long.
But throughout the day, Brandmaster seems quite busy. And eventually, you see him coming in with what appears to be a wet sack.
Ugh.
It's really hard to determine exactly, but he takes a sack and he throws it into a cell a few down from you and locks the cell before turning around and just heading out. Moments later, you hear a terrible groan. The sound effect should be off.
I don't like that. Is this in a different cell, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
a okay.
it's a ways down. Looking more precisely at it, you see something that... Oh, did my audio cut out? No? Okay. Strange. You see something that is very uncomforting. It is a thing. You don't know what kind of thing, but it has scaly-ish arms, and a lot of its body seems to have fused to its torso. And it's covered in a transparent but dark fluid.
Worrying.
Insane.
Yeah. I hope I don't turn to that. Though Adrian does wait a good few minutes for Brandmaster to leave, like give him some time, and then I'm gonna try to cast a cantrip.
Okay.
I would like to try to cast the cantrip spout to create some water above the vials that are making the stupefy gas, and try to like just blast them with the water.
Okay, sure. You focus and do so. Go ahead and make a DC 5 flat check.
Easy money.
No, it's not updating. My apologies to the chat. Okay. So you do so, and it takes a bit, because just knocking him over isn't sufficient. The liquid
He's
just
hoping
pours out.
he's hoping that he's using like spout, which can create water from thin air. He's trying to make it like above the vials and like have it splash down into the vials, hoping like to drown it out a little bit.
Yeah. I
water
mean, in either way, it does eventually dilute it enough if you cast the spell enough times.
Yeah.
And after about a minute or so after that, your head begins to clear. Now, for the intents and purposes, you can still prepare your spells at the beginning of the day, but if you don't have your spell book, you can only re-prepare the spells that you already had.
Okay. Could I by chance like replace a spell?
You
and add
cannot
another
change any of
casting?
the spells, even your cantrips.
Yeah.
You got one time stop.
I'll be good. That's all I need. But yeah. At least with that gone, Adrian's just gonna spend the rest of the day trying to find any sort of way to get out of here. Scheming and planning, the smart man he is.
Well, leading towards the later part of the day, Brandmaster comes back down, seeing that you've tipped over those vials, and he just shakes his head.
So difficult. Oh well, I should have expected as much.
Trying to keep you on your toes.
I appreciate that. This is all helpful information. Speaking of which, I am going to give you 2 options. Option 1, you can ingest what I'm about to give you. Or option 2, I can inject it into you. Which do you prefer?
Let's see. Option 2 sounds like it's a little more forceful.
I will be as gentle as I can, but considering how strong you are, I cannot offer very much.
I mean, regardless, I'm not going to let you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
option 2, you're going to have to work for it. Well, actually, option 1, but it's against my will. Make it interesting.
I think we'll go with option 2.
That's not fun.
Well, you had to make it weird.
I'm just being difficult, but
Oh,
call
I
it what you
know.
want.
And that is exactly what I need. Hopefully that means you'll survive.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Regardless, this is just a stability check. Nothing too serious yet. I just need to see what kind of dosage I'll need.
Do I have all my casts back by chance? Because it's been another day.
Yes.
I have all my spell slots. Cool. Cool.
So he goes and he opens the door.
Is there a sizable gap that he could run through?
You can make one.
Cool. I'm gonna time jump.
Okay. So you time jump. And where do you go?
Actually, what I want to do is specifically, he probably can unlock it. Is the concerning thing. I want to see if I could lock him in here, but like to possibly slow him down.
That's fair. Well,
I mean, I doubt he's gonna leave the door open for me.
it also depends because given a proper situation, it will be a contested initiative check.
Yeah. Well, in that case,
If
he
he's opening
is-
the door and you're holding your action until he opens the door, then, you know, there would be nothing he could do to necessarily stop you. But if he steps into the cell, it will be a contested initiative.
all right, I'm gonna time jump and just book it out of there. Just move as quickly as I can.
Okay. So you do so. He's momentarily stopped in time. You... I will need a basic acrobatics, as you gotta force your way past him. And how time stop works is everything is locked. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you can't even move anything during the time stop or anything. All you can do is move, pretty much. So, you know, for future reference.
Yeah, it makes sense. I can't like move someone in myself.
You can't move someone or anything.
Yeah, I can't like Dio it and build up a bunch of damage, do a cool turn, and then
You can't keep setting someone back down a set of stairs over and over and over again.
Oh, come on, give me that power, please. It's so funny.
It's the dumbest thing he's ever done.
It's so goofy. I love
It's
that
so
one art
dumb.
someone made of him doing that. It's the funniest
It's
shit
great.
I've
The
seen.
comic's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so you do so. You manage to squeeze by it with enough time to zip up and around the corner, and you come to the top of the stairs that leads down to the cells, and the door is locked.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Is it a sturdy door?
It seems reinforced.
I could just in case. With that, seeing this door, Adrian's gonna try to crashing wave it. Just blast it with crashing waves, see if you can break it down.
All right. Well, First, I'm going to need an initiative from you,
Yeah,
as you had a held action.
that's true.
Let's go, Adrian. Let's go.
22.
Yeah.
Would he roll crafting in this instance?
Yes, because this is armor that gives him the ability to use crafting.
I see.
Ah.
Cringe.
Not gonna lie, that armor sounds really useful.
Yeah, I want it so bad.
Feel free to kill him and take it, I
I
guess.
want to.
But yeah, so you get up there and you're getting right ready to burst the door down, and before you know it, you're gripped from behind. He will roll on athletics.
That's not that bad. I
Only
can do that.
grappled. You're only immobilized,
Oh shit. Oh man.
I could actually break out of that.
and you're injected with the first vial. I need you to make a
Ugh.
fort save, please.
This dude's gotta have insane. Oh my god.
Nothing happens.
Nice. Love that.
Oh, he's giving you like basic bitch shit to see where you're at.
Or, it takes a couple of rounds to activate one or the other.
Yeah.
I like to
probably.
think the first one. I think he injected me with just like water to see if I'll think something will happen. It's like a placebo drug.
It's your turn. You're currently immobilized.
Do I see a set of keys on him at all?
Sure. He has a key ring on his hip.
I can't. I don't know why I asked. I will not be able to take that off of him. Not in the fucking slightest.
Are you saying your thieving isn't high enough to be...
Yeah, actually, I am saying that. I guess in that case, this would be really interesting. I want to crashing wave the door.
Okay.
I want to see if I can catch us both in it.
Okay.
Like,
Go ahead and post crashing wave.
I don't know why it's well, regardless, I'm not trying to hit him.
Let's see. It's a cone from you, so you cannot catch yourself in it.
Okay.
It
Well,
is
I want to
projected
blast.
from you.
I still want to blast the door behind me. I want to break it down.
All right. I need to find. There's rules for slamming doors. Oh, it's a trap.
But not this door, right?
Wait, to what?
So you mentioned trap, and I'm going, please tell me this door is not
Oh,
trapped.
no, the door is not trapped. I'm trying to find the rules, or the,
Probably the hardness of a door.
yeah, or the reinforced door.
I think it's weirdly in the materials section.
It might be. I'm just trying to look it up. Gotta pull out the book for this one. It's been a minute. Let's see. Here we go. Alrighty. It is in the materials section. You're correct, Devin. Alright. You blast the door, and you do some damage to it, but it does not break.
Lame.
The door has a hardness of 10, which reduces from the damage you deal to it. And you don't know how much
15.
HP it has. Other than
Yeah.
15 does not seem to break it. Anyway, I guess you have one action remaining. If you like.
Can I break out?
Sure. Is Crashing Wave an attack spell? It doesn't look like it.
I have to. That's the one I forgot. That was from. I dragged it from the info thing.
It's so weird. They shouldn't be having the attack on them.
I'm looking.
I feel like it being
But-
a cone makes it a saving
No,
throw.
I think it is a saving throw.
I think it is. It doesn't say anywhere in the Archive of Nethys or anything that it's an attack. So I'll delete the attack part from it.
1 second.
I don't see anything on Archive of Nethys telling me it's
Yeah,
not.
basic reflex. Are you sure you pulled that onto your sheet? Because it doesn't even
Yeah.
have the. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
I
it's
pulled
just
that on
how
there.
they put they rechanged how they did it for Roll20. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You
Possibly.
just they just untick the attack box.
Yeah, easy fix.
But yeah. Anyway, go ahead and make your choice of athletics, fortitude, or unarmed strike.
Blammo!
All right, you break free from him. Unperturbed, he grabs you again.
Stop it.
Kind of weird.
And crits you. You become
Bro.
restrained.
Bro, it's not cool.
Well, I think it's not cool that you're trying to escape. But I do enjoy the energy.
He injects you with another one, making a fort save. All right. As he injects you, you become sickened 1.
God damn it.
I was expecting you to do better than this. Oh well.
He picks you up and begins bringing you back down to the cell. You have another opportunity to escape.
Yeah, I think I can escape.
Sure. You are sickened 1.
What was it that do again for this?
Minus 1 to all checks and DCs. Or you can attempt to vomit first.
Can I all right, I'm gonna try to break out first. I'll just try doing that first.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
So 34?
Successful. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Well, actually, 1 second. I believe that's the case.
You're gonna vomit on him.
No, I have a better plan.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, it's a success.
All right, I'm gonna run back to the stairs, and behind me, as a slipping hazard, I'm gonna vomit on the stairs.
Okay, make fortitude save. Success. You vomit onto the stairs. What a power move. I vomit as my own form of oil slick.
I mean, I am like a brine soul undyed. Maybe there's some weird, watery, murky shit in there that's not fully like my stomach.
You know, I will say that he will need to make an easy a DC 15 acrobatics as he turns around and he's like,
Well, you were looking really spry. Maybe we can continue.
Come on,
As he-
if there's any time to get a nat 1, please, God.
as he turns around and begins heading towards the steps, and he steps on it and slips, and he's gonna make an acrobatics roll
Come on, please.
and succeeds barely.
Oh, come on.
he has a plus
Come
one
on.
acro-
I use my hero point.
All right. That is fair.
See, told you it was worth it, Booter.
Success.
Just barely.
Why?
Who else has a
uh,
hero point?
what?
I said, who else has a hero point?
Everyone's used them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of Shiari earlier.
it's fine.
But yeah, he does slip it and says,
Oh,
before he catches himself. And he gets up to you, grabs you again. Dun, dun, dun,
Haha, but he
dun.
has to do it on the way down.
You're restrained again.
Yeah, but now he's got to go back down.
True. He's just gonna inject you here at the next vial.
No.
No.
I
Make
didn't
a
think
fort
about that.
save. Success. You seem unperturbed.
this is a good sign.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna try to break out.
All right, go ahead.
Fuck this guy! Stop grabbing me. All right.
After everything, you're starting to get tired. You've been exerting yourself pretty hard this whole time. And you're getting exhausted. You technically can attempt breaking free is an attack action though, so it does accrue multi-attack penalties.
I'll still try.
Sure.
Not
Fail.
giving up.
You got one more. And fail, because that's a 23.
Ugh.
All right. He injects you with the next vial.
Goddamn.
Make fort save. Fail. You become second one.
Satisfactory. Alright, let's get you back in your cell.
I'm gonna vomit at where he's walking, right in front of him.
He's still got a couple actions.
I'm still gonna do that the moment I get the chance to.
He walks down and he's just gotten you to the cell. It's your turn now.
Did he have to make another check for the previous?
No.
Oh,
Even with the vomit on the stairs?
already there.
He's steadying himself with his other hand and he's prepped for it this time.
All right. As he's walking, I'm gonna vomit in front of him.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Fuck you, Brad Bastard! You can't hold me down. I'm a free
So good
spirit.
at vomiting.
Pinpoint accuracy, you vomit as if this is what you were made to do.
Dude, Calden could fucking never. God damn.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is making up for when you couldn't stay for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's gonna make a roll.
Oh my god.
You vomit and it's so accurate, and he does a full front flip over it.
Yeah, you vomit, but he was anticipating this as he
course he was.
leaps and avoids it. He sets you down. He says,
You know, you're strangely good at that.
I have a lot of practice.
Ah,
He gets these hands back up.
I also suffer from seasickness, so I understand.
Adrian's gonna try to punch this guy. If he can, he's gonna try to actually attack him now.
you're restrained.
Oh,
You
then
have
I'm gonna try to
break
break
free. Yeah.
That's probably fails.
Yeah, one more. Failure.
Yeah.
With that, he drops you in the cell and goes and shuts the door.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
So close.
Us every time I get so close to freedom, and it's ripped away from me.
Just keep attacking the door.
With that,
Well, that was an enlightening affair. And I'll have someone come and mop up all the mess a little later. Alright. Thank you for the great test.
Anytime.
Is there anything you want for dinner?
Dealer's choice. Go wild.
I'll make something that'll help with that upset stomach of yours.
And he heads upstairs. So back to everyone else. You're at camp, and you've kind of come together, brought all your information together, and are getting ready for the evening. If y'all want to chat.
What do you mean?
Or, you know what? Actually, we have been going on for over 2.5 hours at this point. Did we all want to take a quick break?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. 15 minutes. We'll be back at about 7:10, 7:15, somewhere in that range. I hope you're all enjoying. There's definitely not at least a long stalled out combat. A lot of combat rolls,
Disappointingly.
though. Still a lot of combat rolls for most of the sessions, strangely enough.
I told you
But-
prison arc could be fun.
We
Yeah,
could've
it
taken
definitely
them.
has been interesting. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and be right back. All right, and we're back. So, you all met up, exchanged information. What do y'all do?
Well, that confirms he's taken by Brandbuster.
But alive.
He did mention experiments in the fight, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, Macy, what do you know of the layout of the keep?
It's massy, first of all.
My apologies.
And second, I've been there once or twice. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there's a hold underneath where they kept their prisoners back when the prior Hurricane King had stationed here.
Do you know if there's secret entrances?
Well, not that I've ever been taken there, but no. Who would ever put a secret entrance where your prisoners can escape?
I don't know.
What
Just trying to be
about
hopeful.
anywhere else in the castle? It's not a bad idea.
He scratches his thick beard. Well, one second here. Forgot the name. Old Kurdak Bonefist was definitely a cautious man, always wary of betrayal and the like. He might have, though I imagine it'd be hard to find. It's possible. We could take a look out near the coast, maybe somewhere east of here. That's where I'm assuming he would have ported a ship for a getaway if he needed to.
Do we want to give it a shot, or do we want to keep looking?
Keep looking. What?
I could sneak in alone if you want.
I feel like our next, if we're serious about getting Adrian back, is watching the fort, seeing if Brandbuster has any time where he leaves, and then going in during that time.
That's a tough one. The only time we've actually seen him leave is when, the captain here came to the harbor.
Well, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but I do have this, as he pulls out a scope. You could use it to spy them from quite the distance. Maybe someone who has keener eyes than myself. Can't offer much, but it can be something.
I could take a look.
There you go. And gives you a I keep forgetting what it's actually called.
Spyglass?
Spyglass?
I think it's the spyglass, yeah.
And that's a +1 item bonus to search checks, right?
Let me see. Regardless, it lets you see over a greater distance. What am I doing? Nope. No bonus. He's just got a normal spyglass, and I'll find one.
Oh, unless you see 8 times further than normal, though.
Yep.
So what's the standard distance you can see?
Well, people can clearly see, like, generally 100 feet away, give or take. It gets harder to make out details from a further distance. Though I'm the worst person to ask considering my own eyes, but you know.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, Brandmaster isn't that hard to spot. I feel like I'd want Shiari on the boat group looking for things. For any hidden passageways. That is, if we're going with that plan.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. If we can find a way in and a way out that Brandmaster doesn't really know about, that could be useful in our advantage.
True.
Actually, now I'm curious. Now that we finally get to see Massey, how old does this man look?
Massey looks like weathered and very much weather worn from being on the sea so much. He probably looks like at the minimum in his 40s. But it's hard to tell under the massive hair and beard.
Okay, about standard midlife for a pirate.
Yeah.
Fidget looks over at him. And don't sell yourself short, you're still in your prime.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
From the looks of it, you're a pretty stubborn individual. I have a feeling death would have to fight really hard to come claim you.
Oh. I mean, well, thank you for sure, but I don't know what were we talking about anything like that?
You were saying your vision was fading.
Well, yeah. I mean, can't argue that fact.
I'm trying to boost your confidence, sir.
Oh, I guess thank you then. He smiles at you. His teeth are terrible.
That's about normal for a sailor. Do you happen to have any special skills, Captain Massey?
Oh, I'm a ship captain, so captaining people and running ships. Other than that, it was beating faces.
Okay.
1 second here. Let's see, the free captains, pirate council. Massey is a fighter.
Oh fuck, he's OP as hell.
He's up here.
He's got a +2.
I take back what I said earlier about him being weak.
That means he has opportunity attack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but the +2.
Yeah, I think we go just storm the fort with 2 fighters we can't lose.
Everett's like, aw, shucks, thanks.
I look at him judgingly because he was so OP, but he still lost so miserably.
I'm curious. Looking over the captain, how capable does he seem?
He would be the lead of most bandit crews.
Okay.
And any single one of us could probably stomp him, huh?
I cannot tell you exactly because it may influence your decisions. All I can tell you is that he's a fighter, and he's stronger than most thugs or bandits.
Those thugs did fuck up Everett. He might be really powerful.
That's true. But then we fucked up those thugs. I guess I didn't.
So,
Well-
what's the plan?
More scouting?
Alright, I'll try to keep an eye on things. I could do it tonight if you want. If we're afraid of him leaving during the night.
Alright, just go in there if we want.
No. No. We risk running into him.
I don't know, I'm pretty stealthy. I'm sneaky and small, and I can probably talk my way out of it if I am found.
No.
Watch this, and I cast humanoid form.
Okay.
I just look like a small, tiny version of the big, muscly guys.
I believe humanoid form can change your shape.
It's small or medium.
Yep. So you actually grow in size because I think, aren't you tiny normally?
I am a tiny.
Yeah, I mean, you can be. I'm pretty sure they're still medium creatures, but they're just large, medium creatures.
Yeah, they're medium.
Yeah.
So,
So-
They're
why
just
would you look
people.
like a smaller version of them?
Because I imagined looking exactly like them, except being my size.
I mean, you could be a small creature that looks like them.
Yeah, I do that.
All right, you look like a dwarf, really, because of the bulk.
I flex my big muscles.
Can't confirm or deny if he has any dwarfs. I still don't trust it.
I have a feeling, even if you did go in there by yourself, if you go straight down to find Adrian, it'll look suspicious.
Which is why we want to look for a secret entrance.
That's assuming there is a secret entrance.
That's why we want to look for one. There's a possibility.
Do we all want to, or does one of us want to stay behind to camouflage the camp in the morning? Looks over at poor Anne and Kimbaba as well, since they're here.
And just smiles meekly. Kimbaba has kind of taken charge of watching over Anne. Neither of them have been really much good for anything that you've been doing currently.
Could we have Anne or King Babo watch during the day while we're gone? And one person stays behind to camouflage.
I
the rest
mean,
go
neither of them are really good at survival.
No, we have one other person in the group stay behind to do it. Who's not Anne or King Baba.
Hmm.
And then Anne or King Baba watches the fort, or they take turns doing it.
They can. Kimbaba probably has the better between the two.
I mean, Brandvaster's not that hard to miss.
That's not the point. You're looking into small windows of a fort that are probably like a quarter mile away.
I'll keep an eye on the fort.
All right, so Shiara's gonna keep an eye on the port. Fidget's gonna camouflage, and I guess Sprite and Sylvanas and Everett are gonna look for the entryway.
Sounds good to me.
So you want to have a better survival than Fidget? That's not Shiari.
We have the same survival.
Mine is 12.
Everett's is 11.
Mine is 10. You said the DC was 20?
Yeah.
What's everybody's perceptions?
It's gonna be Shiari, mate.
Not Shiari.
Fidget has a 15 in her perception.
14.
12.
Everett has a 15.
I have 50% shot at camouflaging successfully, and everyone else's perception is higher than me. Do you want to take that risk?
I mean, if we do, it's just an encounter and we have some extra XP.
Fair.
I'm fine
I
with
will-
swapping out.
I will stay behind.
Okay. All right. I will recommend to Fidget to look over your divine spell list. There might be spells that might be helpful in your current situation. Especially since you have the access to your whole lists.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
All right. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and roll for an encounter. Encounter will result in a result of 90 or higher. No encounter.
Kind of want an encounter though. 75 XP and I get my champion's reaction.
Well, you'll just have to wait till tomorrow. All right. So, the next day, you all head out in your various groups to do the things that you're going to do. So, Swan, go ahead and make your survival.
I mean, can't help that one.
Not on the situation.
Nothing you can do about that, sadly.
All right. Despite asking to stay behind, you feel like you could be doing something better. And you just go and completely abandon camouflaging the camp to go do, I guess, one of the other actions instead. Your choice. You can go help scout, I guess, or you can go look for the ship or the secret portal.
I really don't think it's in character for Sylvanas to just give up like that. I think she just does a bad job.
Okay. If that's what you choose to do, then yeah, your nerves get the better of you, and you don't really offer much when it comes to disguising the camp. All right. Shiari, go ahead and make the perception check.
All right.
This is... Oh, there it is. Oh, let's see. This is going to be a DC. Y'all are level 7, right?
Yep.
28.
28. Woof. Welp.
Unfortunate. It's very hard to see. You do catch sight of Brambester a couple times, but he seems to predominantly stick in the fort. And at the very least, you can verify that he does not leave, at least on an average day. But as to what he's doing specifically, you have no idea. All right, so Sprite and Fidgets, you are down on the western beach over here, and you're looking for any possible passageways. So how do you go about trying to do this?
Okay. Unfortunately, I have no spells that would help me with this. I guess let's try praying first. Seeing if Ilamancha is willing to give me a direction to look in.
Okay.
God damn it!
As you pray, you do hear the seagulls and you look around, but nothing catches your attention.
As I see Fidget doing that, I just copy Fidget's stuff and pray to no one in particular.
All right. Persistent and Giggle, roll religion.
I did better than you, and I don't. I have +3.
You rolled a 19.
That's pretty impressive.
You almost net 20'd. Damn it! I wish you had. Would've been great.
That would have been hilarious if this person who doesn't even know what religion is somehow called on some divine intervention.
It's just mommy showing up, turns you in the direction, and just walks away.
Mommy just steps out of a little portal, points over there, and then steps back in.
But all right.
Is there a way to perceive what would have been a good launching point for a ship where we are?
You could attempt. I could say possible sailing lore or perception.
Okay, it's gonna have to be perception because I do not have sailing lore.
Doesn't Everett have sailing lore, or is that High Seas lore?
He has high sea lore.
High seas. Damn. Wait, doesn't Anne have sailing lore?
Isn't Anne at camp?
Hands at camp.
No, I'm trying to remember that. I could have sworn she had some skill.
She does,
Yeah.
because that's what you use to pilot ships.
Yeah. Alright, I will look around.
I guess I'll do that too. Maybe I'll just aid you, because I'm not confident in my perception.
Okay.
Dang.
Everett was going to look around as well.
So
Fighters.
Everett.
Surprisingly, Everett made the check. The DC for this check was a 33.
What do you mean
That
surprisingly?
was so close.
You were so close.
It's that Everett perception mastery.
As in fighter OP +2.
True, though.
As you're all kind of looking around, Everett's just kind of like wandering around the jungle's edge. And he's just like, hey, Fidget, what's that? As he points, and in the direction he's pointing, it would have been incredibly hard to see, but there's like a thick bush with a bunch of vines kind of hanging over in front of it, but there's a strangely circular like darkness in there.
Well, it's definitely worth investigating. Who knows? There might be treasure in there. There's a chance. More of her saying treasure to just trigger Sprite to just look in the same direction.
Head snaps around.
As you all head in that direction, you find that the round portal is actually a barrel that has been affixed into the side of like a sand dune. And deep within, you see a long tunnel carved in.
Well, want to find out where this goes? Looks
Yeah.
down at Sprite. Okay. What about you? And just looks down at Sprite.
Onwards! And I run forward.
Quietly. We don't want them to know we're
Quietly!
here.
I yell at the top of my lungs.
As y'all go through the dark tunnel, cutting over to the fort itself. Adrian, it's another day of mischief. What do you do this morning?
Let's see. Try to fiddle with the lock, maybe. Try to see if is there a window to the room.
There's no windows. It's
Is there
underground.
like material to make a straw version of me?
No.
I guess he's gonna try and like produce flame, break the lock, maybe. Try to like get it open.
Okay.
Just typical like damaging another person's property.
Yeah. You attempt to do so. It seems the hardness of the bars and the lock itself exceed what you can produce with your produce flame.
He's still just gonna like try and cause damage and try to see if he can find any sort of way out of here. Because I certainly don't have the spells to do it.
Just got a spell strike. You got this.
Just break the bars. Only have my weapon.
Attempting to do so, you do scorch it up a bit, and there might be some damage. You need to do this over a longer period of time. It is possible.
No, yeah, he's not doing anything else.
That's fair.
He'll probably just do that until he hears
Brand-
like the door open, then he'll stop and pretend
Yeah.
he's doing nothing.
Brandmaster comes down with another great breakfast. It's a nice fruit platter with some like dried meats in as well, and some cheese. And he comes and he looks at the door that's been scorched up. And he just shakes his head and he's just like,
Well, I brought you breakfast.
Perfect. The service here is excellent.
I do my best.
he opens the door.
Time jump.
All right. You time jump, but this time when you attempt to squeeze by him, you touch him and you receive 11 electricity damage.
Ow. That's rude.
And I need you to make a fort save.
Oh my god. This asshole. Oh my god.
Fail. Your action is interrupted.
Bro.
It's okay, you have another one.
You do get 2 strides.
I'll do it again.
Alrighty. You get zapped again, because there's no way you can get by without touching him. You take 20 electric damage.
Damn it.
And I need another fort save. That's a failure. You are repulsed back away from him and land in the cell as time starts moving forward again.
It's a bit of a party foul.
Oh. That is intriguing. I didn't even see you move.
I doubt you would. Just that fast when I want to be.
Impressive.
Don't want to be that fast anymore.
Mm-hmm. Of course. He said,
Oh, he sets your tray down. He looks you over.
that won't do.
He opens up the blaster in front of you, and there's a red mist that encompasses you, healing you for 49 HP.
Alright, fair enough. Back to full.
There. I can't have the experiments tampered with by you being reckless.
He stands back up
like
and
that.
goes and shuts the door,
Yeah.
locking it. And he turns you.
Well, I have high hopes for you. Though, I do want to give you the decision to make yourself. You are quite the valuable test subject, after all.
I've been
As
often
much
told
as-
that.
Sorry.
I've been told that often.
As much as I'd like to take my time, I have a feeling that if I do, something not good will happen. Maybe your teammates will come. I don't know. Just this feeling.
I mean, I don't know why they would. I told them to go.
Yeah, but you seem like a nice guy. And it's
I
probably
don't know.
endeared them to you slightly.
I'm pretty persuasive.
You are.
I told them to, I mean, I said use me as a distraction and run away. So they could go do the thing that matters and prevent the world from flooding, so.
Well, maybe you're right.
He like shrugs like, yeah, probably.
He thinks for a moment.
No, I'll go with my gut. It hasn't led me astray so far. So, I'll give you a choice. I have a particular... mutagen isn't the right way to put it, but... it is an elixir that will change you, fundamentally and physically. It will bestow you great power. And physical adaptations that will probably make you much more deadly. But
It-
it is
it's fun.
dangerous.
Sorry.
That's what I was, he was about to say, but, and then he said it. There it is.
At the dosage I have set for you, worst case scenario, well, you could have some organ failure. But that's something I can manage.
Yeah, what's a little organ failure?
Death, mostly.
I guess.
But you seem like you have luck on your side.
Have my
I
moments.
could up the dosage, which would be a huge power boost. In ways I might not even be able to anticipate. Though the dosage will likely kill you.
Ugh, the
So-
gambler in me, Cam. God damn it. Oh,
Or just don't say no and help this man.
But power.
I hear the like greater chance of reward, higher risk, and I'm like, ooh, double down.
I support this. Do it.
I
Hit it.
Do it.
don't.
Well, so here's the
Yeah.
gameplay aspect to it. So we
Mhm.
can be clear on the stakes. He's going to inject you with a mutating elixir. It's going to give you powers.
Yeah.
Now, you can take the moderate dose, you can plea for a light dose, or you can take the deadly dose. And you will get mutations and abilities based on the dosage you take.
Yeah. But if, say, for example, I whiff a save for the deadly dose, Adrian's fucking kaput.
Adrian.
Yeah, but it'd be way cooler if you
Peter.
succeed.
Do you want to keep playing Adrian and have a chance of playing Adrian?
No, I mean, regardless of what happens, I think the idea of doubling down on the, we got a black 18 in blackjack, I could hit and, like, get more. Like, it's the gambler in me is like, ooh, I'm so
Yes.
fucking tempted.
I mean, I leave the choice because 1, cool power, gambling is fun. 2,
Yeah.
chance of making a new character, which is always fun.
Eh.
But depending on how much you like Adrian, obviously I'm not going to kill your character or put you in a life or death save without really much recourse.
No,
So-
yeah. What's the likelihood of death on the moderate?
You will not die on the moderate.
Oh, okay.
It might fail, and you will be doomed for a bit of time,
Fair enough.
which just means you have one less death you can go to, one less dying
Mhm.
level.
And I guess, like, last question, if possible, you're totally fine to say no.
Mhm.
Could I get the percentage chance of dying for the deadly?
Yes. So you would need to succeed a fortitude check against his crafting DC.
Ugh.
Oh,
What
that's
would that?
38.
Yeah, 38. Which would mean, let's see, I have a fortitude of a 14.
Actually, my mistake. I think it's actually lower than that.
Ooh,
Uh,
I like to hear
it's
that.
28.
It's based on his class DC. My apologies.
Oh.
Class DC.
And his class DC at his level. One
Oh shit,
second.
it's 748.
Yes, we will have to end, but we'll end on your decision on what you choose, and
Yeah.
then we'll start the next session off with you going through the repercussions, I suppose.
Hell yeah, love to hear that.
I believe he's only master at this rank.
You know you want to do it.
Or no,
I'm get-
expert at this rank.
I'm considering it. There's a threshold of like likelihood that I'm willing to test. If it goes like below it, like likelihood of winning, it's gonna be a no. But I have a number in my head.
I feel like you just don't do this in the first place.
What's a
You're
little
a
bit of risk?
coward.
What's a little bit of risk for your D&D?
This
That's
isn't
fair.
D&D.
What's a little risk for your Pathfinder? Besides, I'm a gambler.
This man's evil. He's
I always double down.
Let's see. Yeah, he is an expert at his level, which means that the DC will be 29.
Okay, I have a fortitude of 14. So what
You
would I
need a
need?
15 or above.
That is
15 or above.
You have a
That-
25% chance of survival.
that is below my threshold. I'm willing to go for. I'm going to go for that moderate.
I think it's 30.
Regardless, I was if it was like a 60 or no a 40% chance of me hitting it, I probably would have done it. I'll be honest. My
Fair.
threshold was for anything. If it was anything below 40, I wasn't going to do it. Let's go moderate.
Lame.
I'm willing to do a stacked coin flip. Nothing.
And just for shits and giggles, roll your fort save just
Yeah.
if you had taken it.
Oh,
You would've
come
made it.
I told
on!
you. I told you.
Fuck this game.
Damn. And to think, I was about to say shite bag if you didn't.
God damn it.
I told you.
Damn self-preservation.
That's
You gotta-
unfortunate.
listen, like you always got to keep gambling. 90% of gamblers will make all their money back if they just keep going.
Yes. If you lose on a gamble, you just got to gamble more.
Yeah.
Look at it all that.
Out of curiosity, what would have happened if he crit the check?
The
Is what I think
mutagen
that's
would not have taken effect. He would have resisted it
shit.
completely.
That's funny.
That'd be extra funny.
That'd probably piss him off more.
You go for deadly and
Fuck.
just nothing happens.
No, that'd excite him because he's like, oh, I could come up with a better concoction then.
And then actually die next time.
Yeah.
0%.
No,
survival.
you don't understand. The gods like opened, like the clouds parted and granted me this gift. This isn't just my constitution. I had a 5% chance. Please don't do this.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, don't be so. Oh, modest.
Ah.
You have quite the physique.
As he stabs a green goo into you.
Instant death.
Dies instantly. Alright, but let's go ahead and end it here. We gotta get going. So let's go ahead and do some XP, shall we?
Come on, 75 XP.
So, for being here today, I'll give you all 30 XP. Interpretation. There was some decent interpretation. I'll go ahead and give y'all... I'll give y'all 10. Good ideas or plans. Yeah, finding the secret entrance was a really good idea. So, plus 10 for that. And then difficult actions or plans. Yes, y'all get 50 XP for finding that entryway.
Level up.
That was a difficult check. That was a extreme check at plus 10 to your guys' level. So.
Oh, P. Everett.
Yeah, like always. Let's see. Combat XP. You finally get Brandmaster's XP.
Oh,
Y'all get, what's the max? 160. Everyone does.
Is the max?
Hey yo.
That's so lame.
yeah.
I don't know if it count. We also killed 3 thugs. I don't know.
Oh, you did kill a few of those thugs. That's true. I'll go ahead and give everyone. You did kill 3 of them. That's gonna be 60 for everyone and 45 for Adrian.
Correct.
How much was that again?
45 for you.
45.
Let's see. Damage dealt goes to Shiari.
I only hit 1 thug. Though, I did kill him, I suppose. And then almost killed another one. Though, the sprite did kill 2.
Yeah, but they had like no health remaining.
I guess
Wasn't
that's
one
fair.
of them almost full?
One of them was at pretty decent. You know what? I'll give it to you both just because I don't know for sure.
Yes, high five.
High five. We do this a lot.
Most damage taken goes to Adrian.
Yo.
Utility award.
Adrian.
Adrian,
For
yeah,
only
you're
having
pretty
one-
crafty.
Yeah, only having 1 capture.
The rich get richer.
And also a good weaponizing of your own vomit was
Gotta
pretty
do it.
good. Let's see here. Face award. I'll go ahead and give it to the sprite for getting information in town.
Hey, I helped.
You did help. How did you even make the check to assist? Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and take one as well.
Woo.
And let's see here. Pity award. I don't know. Honestly. You know what, Adrian, for missing out on Super Buff.
Yeah, I should have. I was like, I
No.
wanted to do it the second I heard it. I
He
should
doesn't
have just
deserve
stuck with it.
pity. He did this to himself.
Logically, I made a good decision.
No, you didn't.
Retroactively, it was the dumbest thing I've ever done. I'll regret it to the end of my life.
I'm gonna remind you on your deathbed.
You're the one who told me not to. I don't know if you have the authority to do so.
That's what makes it even worse.
I'm gonna make fun of you from now until the day you die. So
See, I'll take that because every time you do it, I'll be like, yeah, I should have.
yeah.
All right.
You're right, I should've.
Any player nominations and or kudos?
Adrian for just being the stubborn bastard on the earth. Hilarious.
That was a great scene. Just watching you try to freak out.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I absolutely agree. Go ahead and take a player award for that.
I really like interacting with Brandmaster. I think it's. I feel like these people are very similar in how they go about their business. They're both really honest about their intentions, which I think is really funny in this situation.
It's true. See, now this is what I wanted for you guys. I wanted to either have one of you get caught, or for one of you to at least talk to him because he's a very fascinating character.
I think it's really fun to just have this thing with your jailer of like, all right, what's your plan? Oh, you're gonna do this to me? Dope. I'm not gonna cooperate. I hope you know that. Cool.
And he's just like,
Okay,
good.
well-
I like your feistiness.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me stretch a bit before I try to break out of here again.
Like, all right.
All right, I'll give you a moment.
I think it's a very interesting dynamic of just like, it's not the spit in your face defiance. It's the very open like, I'm just gonna keep fucking doing this.
Yes, listen, we all know what's going on.
We know
we don't
what's
gotta
going to
pretend
happen.
anymore.
We don't need to put up this performance for nobody. We just understand that I'm gonna keep doing this. You're gonna most likely bring me back in, but there's a 1% chance I get out.
Yeah. He's very confident in his ability to keep you suppressed, which he has successfully done. So,
Yeah, no, he's done it. There's just that chance that I get every roll and he fails every roll. There's that universe exists.
You almost got away from. I was very surprised.
I
You
almost
got
did.
away from him earlier. One botch.
Makes me so sad.
It's so funny.
But yeah. Beyond that, any other player nominations in Arcudos?
I honestly also enjoyed the bluntness of the sprite to the captain. I found it entertaining at least, and watching everybody like fucking panic. when he's,
No,
like,
yeah, you
talking
got your
to
ass
Sprite.
beat.
So
It was embarrassing.
You know what? Yeah, the sprite for sure, totally being in character, and I think Sylvanas as well was very in character. The stress and kind of just not being able to handle the situation all that well, I think really like gives away your character's age. So I think you both did really well.
I love just not fully comprehending the seriousness of any of the situations we're ever in.
Any other nominations, Henry? Kudos.
Kudos to Everett for while being on vacation, still doing amazing.
Agreed.
I'll go ahead and nominate Fidget for. I liked your handling. Saving Massey was also a really good idea as well. You got some information out. Actually, I'll give everyone 10 more for saving Massey. That was also another good idea. And for Fidget for like handling the situation, talking to Massey, and just the sass. I can't remember what it was that you said earlier, but it was very sassy.
Oh, to Everett, because it was the, oh, you sure you want me to come along? And it's just the, bitch, do I look like I can carry a full-grown man?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was great. I loved it.
I liked Fidget not like being the exact opposite side of Sprite in all of our interactions with Massey. Just like Yeah, no, don't worry about it, guy. You're pretty good. You're strong, and just completely being undermined by Sprite immediately.
But all right, that's all we got time for right now, unfortunately. I'll put y'all on the token page. You can adjust your tokens if you've leveled up. And we got to go. But thank you all so much for watching, for those who are watching now. And we've been getting a good amount of people watching after the fact as well, which is very crazy. So I hope you're all enjoying. I hope this session was a little bit more entertaining than last time. I definitely had a lot of fun this time around. I don't know about all of you.
Good time.
But I think it's a good time. We'll be back next week as well. We will be having our Blades in the Dark game next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to check out Blades in the Dark, or at least our session 0 for it, come check us out then as well. We are still have our community build open for those who want to participate in it. Just go to our Discord, type in #community and put your build in, and all you have to do is just as best as you can describe the build as you see fit. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight.
Good
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
99.
Good night.
Good night.